Okay, so I don't think I've made a video on hidden tang knives and how they actually work. But if you got a minute and you don't know and you want to learn, follow me. Not on the app, just to the other side of the shop. So, this is our hidden tang knife. This tang portion down here is going to insert itself, giggity, into a piece of wood. I'm going to use wood. You can use bone, you can use deer horn, you can use other types of antler, whatever you want. You can use a 20 millimeter brass shell or aluminum, whatever you want. Whatever hole you can make to put this part of the knife down into will serve as a handle. So, I don't know the exact thickness of this, but what we did here on my good old cheap ass Ryobi drill press, I found a bit. Look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's a cobalt bit. Anyway, found a bit a little bit thinner than the thickness, not width, thickness of the hidden tang section. Then you're probably going to need a bolster of some sort. I've seen brass, I've seen deer horn, I've seen wood, I've seen aluminum. You can make steel, whatever you want to use as that little area between the blade itself and the handle. Use it. I chose brass. And I bet y'all are sitting there thinking, how did this crazy ass white boy get a nice pretty oval? No, don't look at this. This nice pretty oval in this chunk of brass. Well, I'll tell you, I drilled 2 holes. So, whatever width you need for your hidden tang, it is going to, hold on, let me prop it up here so I can show y'all. I'm not done with it. I haven't watered it. Don't look at that side. I haven't watered it out enough yet. The tang is going to insert itself into that slot, right? Now, I'm not going to use this giant piece. I'm going to cut it off somewhere on that line right there. But anyway, that's going to form our bolster, finger guard, whatever you want to call it. So, I have a lot of work to do on this piece, on this brass piece. But, drill you a hole toward the top and a hole toward the bottom, and you'll probably have a little sliver of material left in there. So, if you want that nice pretty oval, follow me again. We're going to come over here. Look at my nose hairs. Anyway, I'm going to come back over here to our vise. Don't mind the cigarette. Look at the vise. The vise. I'm going to take the vise. Hold on. Hold on. I'm butchering this video. Y'all just bear with me for a second. Alright. So, I'm going to lock this brass piece into our vise. Lock the brass piece into the vise. And then, I'm going to take handy dandy Mr. Dremel here. Okay. And then, make sure, you don't have to, but it'll make your life a lot easier if you get a bit like this. Okay, I don't remember the name of it, but they have them at Lowe's, they have them at Harbor Freight most of the time, not all the time. But what you do, you get your bit, then you will insert it into the top hole, and then you'll put a little angle on it, and then you'll rock the bit back and forth, in and out, giggity, until that piece of material is gone. Then you'll have 2 little valleys. Cigarette went out. Anyway, you'll have like a little hump looking thing in there, and you just slowly grind away on that side of it. Don't over grind it, because then your tang's going to be really floppy in there, or the tang won't fit snugly in there, and it won't help lock it in place. So don't over grind it. If you over grind it, it's going to be a problem. But you can sit here later and get your little file. I had to get my jeweler's files. Hold on. I might have some out here. Yeah, I think I have some out here. Fuck off, spam. Anyway, get you some jeweler's files like these. There's a whole bunch of them. Okay, all different kinds. you take jeweler's files. Where's the square one? There's a square one. So, this is why you pay so much for knives, especially hidden tangs, because they're aggravating to deal with. Anyway, then you slowly, look at this, watch this, slowly take the material out. And you don't hardly see any brass on there because it's very fine grit. But you'll slowly file that down, then take the knife and insert it, and like, oh, well, it's too tight. So come back and you slowly file down some more. And then you take a knife and you go, oh, that's still a little tight. And you do that repeatedly for what seems like forever. Forever. But yeah, that's how you fit up a bolster onto a hidden tang knife. It's not the only way to do it, but it's the most common way. And I don't like it. I like full tang knives. They're much easier to deal with. Slap some scales on the side, drill some holes in it, and you're done. Hidden tang's a little more complicated, but they make just as pretty knives. And that's what I'm going to be doing for a while, is just slowly filing on that ovaled hole until it fits the tang and makes a nice, pretty seal. So, yeehaw.